We gotta figure out our plan B. Actually, we might be on plan like D, E, or F at this point. All right, friends, welcome back to the cafe. It's time to sit back, relax, and enjoy more Pale Beyond. Oh my goodness. Okay, so what I think is really cool, and I wanted to make sure and show you, were the way that they locked branches or at least previous chapters and saves, so we can see our progress as we move forward. And we can go back, and they say by deleting or pruning the saves above the tree. So if we make some bad choices, we have an option, but I like to stick with what I pick. So we'll see what happens. We're kind of in dire straits at this point. Remember, the captain is missing. We don't know what's going on other than we're stuck, and we got to figure out our plan B. Actually, we might be on plan like D, E, or F at this point. Templeton slips in through the door. Shaw? Still no sign of Hunt? I'm afraid not. Hunt is still missing. Rufus Hunt is missing. Oh, God. I mean, he isn't alone. What? Who else is gone? What? Sanders, Sparrow, and Gren are also unaccounted for? So Killian Sanders, Amelia Sparrow. Wait, these are pretty critical members of the crew. What's going on? As is a sizable food and fuel supply and one of the larger life. They just left? They just left us? Oh my God. Shaw, you and I are not naive. It seems quite clear what has happened here. Wait, why did they all just left us? There's no point in asking questions. I think we just need to see who is here, how we can take care of them, and move forward. How is the rest of the crew? They're confused? Scared? The former captain is no longer with us. You understand what that means, Shaw. I mean, I will say I think it's my ship knowledge is not very strong. Hierarchy, I think I would be the first in line to the throne, so to speak, but let's see what Templeton has to say. Templeton has the rule book right there in his hands. I would care for you to enlighten me. A new captain must be selected by the crew. Oh. I thought it was just de facto I would be the new captain. Okay. As first mate, you have the most clear argument to take that role. And how do I argue for that role? Your presence in the face of Hunt's absence is an argument in itself. They will hold a vote as soon as possible. That carpenter, Grimley. He's still loyal to Hunt, and many of the sailors will follow his vote, if not all. Though I can assure you, you have the vote of myself and my scientists. Kurt and his crew are like to support you as well. I am unsure where the engineers will side. They're likely loyal to their pay. Joom is still recovering from their steam burns, which may end up working to our favor, and the civilians are a mystery. But I believe when all is said and done, you will just about make the vote. You clearly have given this a lot of thought. I mean, that's partially his job. My only competition could be dead for all we know. I will ask, how can you be sure? I'm at a loss. Did not expect the trip to go this way. I cannot, but it is a measured risk. They're waiting outside, Shaw. Oh God, they're scared. They don't know where to turn. You and I both understand the importance of maintaining decorum. Though times seem dire, remember, there is a rescue ship on its way. Is there, though? That's what I'm not quite sure about. I thought we had some allusion to the fact that no one knows we're out here, and that makes me worried. Can we go back to that, actually? Could I ask a question there? Even if the Temperance falls, we still have potential escape. 35 weeks. The ship will arrive at Viscount Island in 35 weeks from now. Oh God. 35 weeks on ice pack like this, we should focus on surviving that long. That's all we need to do. That's all we need to do. Just survive for 35 weeks on ice with no food, minimal fuel. Okay, no biggie. How can we be certain? Okay, well, I'm sure the answer is we can't, so I'm not even going to ask that question. The relief could become trapped just as we have been. Right, I understand. Well, let me ask, what happens if our rescue boat gets trapped? That is always a risk, particularly here in the Pale Passage. But that does not mean we should assume as much. We should assume the same fate does not befall them. Another 35 weeks, Captain. Keep it in mind. Here, you should have this. Templeton presents you with a fancy-looking hat. Hunt's hat. He left it behind in his cabin. That tells us what we need, doesn't it? Taking the hat is going to be a big deal. I think for those who are looking for leadership, they will see the hat and say, oh, great, you are taking on the role of captain. We'll gladly follow you. For anyone who doesn't want me to be captain or questions my leadership, they could twist taking this hat as, hey, where were you when the captain went missing? You know, why are you so quick to take the hat? We haven't voted yet. I don't think it's appropriate for me to take it. You hold on to it, Templeton. I won't be needing that. Very well. The commotion outside grows. I choose to willfully observe reality. I suggest you do the same. The scientist refrains for a moment. I'll wait for him to continue. I'm patient. I think it's best we declare that the captain and missing crew are dead. There's no need for us to complicate things any further. I mean, okay, I'm not going to say like you said I'm the captain now, because no, we have not voted yet. I'm not going to presume or assume. That's when you make an ass of you and me. But if I don't lie to them, that may decrease our decorum, which is already at 65%. We're barely passing. And watch them come back after like 3 weeks because they didn't have enough food to make it all the way. I feel like if I lie to them, it will bite me in the ass. So I'm not going to lie to them. Leaders lie. Get used to it. The crew are waiting for you on deck. Oh, God. Here we go. The last place you saw Captain Hunt was the tub. There's still drops of whiskey, frozen. Hunt's ledger is gone. He took the ledger? At least leave your notes for me, man. Good God. Yeah, how could they have gone back? I guess they could carry the ship, carry the rowboat until the pack breaks up enough. All right, here's the big moment. We address the crew. The hushed voices become more distinct as you make your way back out into the open air. You notice the absence of June. The crew members notice you and stop. Their attention ripples across the deck. Attention. It should be clear by now that Captain Hunt is no longer serving his post. As such, we should vote in the new captain. I nominate Officer Shaw for the role, the clear choice as first mate. Now I'm wondering who is going to step up, and someone is going to step up, and I just want to know who. And what of Hunt? I do not see him among us, do you? Don't see a body either. He's still out there. We don't know what happened. Something we can discover. For now, someone has to take the reins of command. All in favor of Officer Shaw? I guess we have to start the voting process. Here we go. Vote for the next... Oh, God. Abstain. For me. Rufus Hunt. Okay. Loyal to you. Good. Okay. Probably because we consoled him while he was... Oh, no. This is not bad. Oh. Oh. Oh, most of the crew is loyal to Hunt. Oh, God. Oh, God. Loyal to Hammond. Oh. Kasha. Loyal to me. Okay, so it kind of fell out. Dang, that was very, very close. Kind of fell the way Templeton said it would. Most of the sailors, especially those who've been sailing with Hunt for a long time, were loyal to him. And I don't blame them. There's no body, just like Grimly said. And most of the newcomers and outside parties were loyal to me. I have been confirmed as captain of the expedition. Well, the ayes have it. Shaw shall be acting captain from this point forward, acting in Captain Hunt's stead. The crowd look to you expectantly as Templeton gives you a knowing nod. A moment passes in the cold as they await your next words, curious murmurings scattered between the crew. I will, oh god, this is speech. To those who don't know me, I think I've introduced myself to most folks, but I will start because I don't think I got everyone, so I'm going to start with an introduction. To those who don't know me, I'm Robin Shaw. As they look to you, it's not long before the obvious question spills from a crew member's mouth. Where's Captain Hunt? It's unclear at the moment. Captain Hunt is dead. The crowd immediately cuts into silence. They look to Templeton. Templeton! I am trying to run a ship here. Why are you already cutting me off? Mr. Templeton is telling the truth. He and the missing crew were lost. He is not dead. He abandoned us. The abandonment, I don't know, that's... We'll say that they're lost. That's kind of, I feel like that's maybe ambiguous enough. We can like go with it. I don't know. I feel like he did abandon us, but I don't want to just blatantly say that in front of the crew who is still loyal to him. So I'm going to say he and the missing crew were lost last night, along with one of the ship's lifeboats. We have no bodies. Oh, Templeton did not like that. A silence hangs in the air. As long as we can keep our wits, there's no reason we can't survive this. The crowd begins to bubble up once more, with more and more questions coming to the surface. Members of the crew start speaking out one by one, with questions thrown your way in quick succession. How are we supposed to survive out here? Is help coming? What about our pay? Oh, whoops. Dang it. Oh, I didn't mean to. I've said my piece on this. Get on with your work. Murmurs run through the crowd. Shaw, are you sure you wish to adjourn this? The crew could do with some further direction. Very well, then. We have to rely on each other. Our immediate priority, this place wants us dead. I want to try and build trust. The thing that's gonna get us is if we start bickering, if I don't want to be like, if a mutiny happens, but if people start to click up and plot, we can't be fighting one another, so we'll have to rely on each other out here. Everyone will have a role to play. And we were all brought onto this crew for a reason. Time to exercise these skills. I know this isn't what we signed up for. Gods know this isn't what we signed up for. But stick with me and I will see us through. What of those lost, Captain? A memorial service will be held once the ship's freed from the ice, once we make land. No memorial service. Get on with your lives. No, let's just, it's important because to build community, to build trust, I think having a community memorial service would be really important, and we don't want to delay it too long. So let's say it's once we free from the ice, which hopefully will be soon because this pressure is building up. Understood. Well, you heard the captain. Get on to it. The crowd dissipates, returning to their roles aboard the ship. You pass Templeton. He nods. Now, I wonder if he would appreciate me saying, because I genuinely, my reaction was, why are you cutting me off? If you say I'm the captain, do not undermine me. I wonder if he would appreciate me being blunt like that. You know what? I want to be clear with my communication, so I'm going to do that. Of course, Captain. He departs. Okay, well, I didn't get any less relationship with him, so at the very least, he was neutral for that. Week 4, huh? All right, well, we've got Kurt. Can enter the forecastle. So let's start at the forecastle. Cordell. I suppose congratulations are in order. I would hope you're prepared for the task at hand, Captain Shaw. Did you see Hunt last night? If I had, I would have said as much. Though, were I to wager, I'm certain that someone aboard this ship has. It's unlikely the 4 were able to leave a landlocked ship without getting spotted. That's true. You ruffle its fur. Oh, puppy. You tickle it behind the ears. Okay, I'm glad we finally get to pet the dogs. You rub its chin. All right, well, a little solace, a little bit of happiness in this really dire situation. Kurt. Shaw. Or should I say Captain Shaw. That Hunt. I hope he and the others are holding safe. Still, no good dwelling. I have confidence that you'll take up the mantle well. The crew are counting on me. I don't intend to disappoint. I'm not going to ask him if he has any experience leading. No, no, no. I think I have the role now. I need to totally embody it. It'd be different if I was going to ask specific questions about situations and leading. But if I feel like in me asking, like, have you ever led anything? I feel like that may open up the door to Kurt perhaps wanting to take on the role. And I don't know Kurt's deal yet. I don't know Kurt enough. The crew are counting on me. I don't intend to disappoint. Hey, Kurt respects that. Got 5 loyalty. That's the spirit. We need some optimism at a time like this. If the captain has faith, so too will the crew. All right, well, hey, I respect that, Kurt. I appreciate that. All right, things are looking a bit dark down here, but nothing too bad. Everyone's sleeping. It's still morning. What'll it be this week, Shaw? All right, well, let's see what's going on with the hoosh pot. We don't have any extra resources. I won't throw anything in. Sorry, we've got to stick to rations at this point. Oof. This is not looking good. Hammond. Captain now, are you? As long as you're... I'm trying to remember. As long as you aren't in my way any more than Hunt was, I'm happy. Why did you abstain during the vote? I'm genuinely curious. Job needs doing. Whether it's you or Hunt doing it, I don't care. As long as we aren't freezing to death, that's all that matters to me. Okay. She needs fuel for the week. Cures crew of freezing. We have one person with a steam burn. We do not have anyone freezing at the moment. I don't have any resources to feed the furnace. Suppose I could go and get some. I think maybe providing some help, collecting some coal. Maybe that'll win over some favor with Hammond. I'm possibly. All right, well, let's feed the furnace. I guess we'll head out for now. That seems to be all we can do. The red room. Oh yeah, photography. We haven't gotten very many people's pictures. We'll have to try and sort that out later. Pump flood water out of the ship's cabins. Okay, loyal to Junior, loyal to Grimly. Grimly. Loyal to Junior. Okay. Well... we don't have anyone freezing, but I feel like we probably should get folks working on the pumps. So... I guess let's do it. I hope this is an okay decision. 1 crate of tinned food. Great. Yeah, let's throw that in the pot. No sense in... I don't want to ration too much, because also it's like if we get so hungry, we'll never get out of our super hungry state. So I want to make sure we're at least like kind of satiated. 12 was just too low for my liking. Okay, so we can take requests, but first let's talk with Templeton. There should be no hesitation, Shaw. You are the captain now, and you must carry that authority instantly. It's best that we carry out the daily routine as normal. Show that you are capable in the role. We should take the day's requests immediately before seeing to our resources. All right. You saw the duties of the captain firsthand while serving Hunt. You're acting captain now. It's time you take up that mantle. A line is already forming at the door. No surprise given the circumstances. Take them as you may, Captain. All right, well, we'll start with Kurt. I get on with Kurt and Cordell, kind of. Captain, I brought the kennel master with me. This is something you'll both want to hear. I have a strong suspicion on what this matter is. I was planning to speak with the captain on it myself. Fortunate happenstance, then. Captain, I know these conditions well. Any idea of the Temperance being freed of the ice anytime soon is a pipe dream. We need to press on. We need to become aware of our new environment. Trust me, Captain, we will be living off of it for quite some time. 35 weeks. That's a fair amount of time. Oddly pessimistic. And what of you, Cordell? Well, I'm curious. I'll ask Cordell. What do you think? Do you agree? Ah, we got some loyalty there for asking her opinion. Indeed. The dog sleds will need to be exercised regularly, and there's no better way than to engage in hunting. We're quite lucky despite the circumstances. Now's the peak time for hunting and navigation. Traversing the ice may be a possibility in the future. We need to be prepared for that. If we're to survive out here, we need to know what lies ahead. These are uncharted territories, Captain. We have no idea where we are. Your current rations are not set to last forever either. Send any hunting party to me as you please. My dogs and I will ensure their survival. Cordell exits. The same sentiment for myself and any scouting teams. If you wish the great unknowns to be braved and charted, I am your man. We need to know what lies ahead. Keep looking forward. All right. So now we've got Junior and Hammond. The boiler is of high priority, so I'll talk to Hammond first. Saving that boiler was only the start of our troubles. Have you seen the state of this bloody ship? It's certainly seen better days. She's bleeding in the lower decks. I believe the older Stoke is attempting to rectify that. We need to stockpile as much fuel as we can. If the furnace runs out by the end of the week, we die. If we spend too long on the ship, we die. If we don't stockpile enough fuel for the winter, we die. Aye. Get me some coal. Get it in the furnace. I'm afraid he's not wrong. That coal bunker is our only source of fuel for the time being. Until we can procure alternatives, we should assign crew to shoveling whenever possible. Okay. Yes, I will do that after this. Shaw. The ice looks unbudging, doesn't it? It would seem that way, yes. Crew seem to think so. They think if we don't intervene, the Temperance will never get freed. If you are suggesting breaking the ice, I can assure you that won't work. Yeah, I feel like getting freed is a long shot, and I don't know how much of our energy we can spend doing that before we realize we're wasting energy, you know? I'm not. They are. No intervention is going to break up the ice enough to free this ship. Putting others to work on that is simply a waste of manpower. Aye, maybe. They're scared, though, worried. They just want to feel like they tried something. I mean, I guess if it raises spirits, I'm trying to think. We have 12 crew members. If we've already got 3 I've assigned to cleaning out the water pump, we're gonna have another 2 or 3 on the boiler. We're gonna have another maybe 3 going out on expedition. It's like, I mean, I guess what else would they do if they're on the ship? Okay, fine. Oh, maybe not. Okay, well, hold on. We have engineers, scientists, specialists. They're all taken. Okay, well, let's do 2 of them. I don't know. It's like, maybe, would it make a difference? I'll put 3 on. I feel like this might be a mistake, but we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. I feel like I might have made a mistake. We'll see. I lost Templeton's loyalty completely? Oh God. Oh dear, this is not good. I'll see you for dinner, Captain. Don't forget the hoosh pot needs fed. Wow, I'm nervous. Okay, well, we gotta maybe win over Templeton a little bit, because even though I'm not a huge fan, I feel like I should not get on his bad side. Before dinner, you should see to sending out our first sledding team. I also believe it's time you gave our good doctor a visit. We'll still have wounded from the night of the Aurora. Their wounds need attending to before they're fit to work. I doubt I need to remind you of this, but we need every hand available. Don't be afraid of assigning my team for some manual labor. They'll complain, but they'll work. Okay. Ooh, let's listen in on a conversation. You did seem familiar. I finally placed you. You have you? Yes, I remember seeing you compete. Soren Kiliper, you are quite the gymnast. Surprised to see you in this line of work. Not too many gymnasts carry long careers. You did quite well when I saw you at the Summer Games. I recall you placed. I don't recall winning. You're not first, you're last. Okay, so we've got a scout. I see paw prints here. I wonder what difference does it make if we scout away from the island or towards the island? Maybe, I mean, let's if we can work our way towards the island, that may be the best option. So let's send some scouts over. Okay, 3 dogs and 1 crew. They are all heading out. All right, let's what? Oh my God, penguin? I mean, I guess we need food. Scout, ice, savvy. All right, let's send Yorick. +1 Adele penguin. We need people to shovel the boiler, so we'll send 1. Yorick marked down to hunt for the week. Okay. The last known location of the Viscount. All right, so we got that. Let's visit the good oh no, let's actually talk to Tucker first. Shaw, or should I say Captain, right? I thought your name sounded familiar. I sailed the merchant lines as well. Think we served on the same ship a couple of times. Oh. Good to see a fellow merchant Navy veteran among the crew. I'm not gonna say I don't remember you. I'm scraping by for as points of loyalty where I can. Aye, you know the struggle as well. Shame we never fully crossed paths. Still, small world. Good luck, Shaw. Okay. Let's visit the doctor. Oh, wait, we have met you. Your presence seemed to startle the young man inside, the rattle of dropped forceps ringing through the room. Oh, goodness, it's you. Captain, now, isn't it? You're the doctor, I take it. Oh, loyalty, no, what? Why am I losing loyalty left and right? Oh, right, yes, I am. I guess I should be, Templeton was right. Maybe I should be more authoritative and captain-like. Dr. Arthur, Nutley, Dr. Nutley. Dr. Arthur Nutley, that's it. It's good to meet you, Arthur. Nutley gives a weak smile. Thank you. It's good to properly meet you. I suppose I seem a little scatterbrained at the moment. It isn't the norm. Recent circumstances have been trying, and the inclination towards seasickness is no help. Steam burns they suffered from the furnace are severe. If you let me take a look, I can do my best to alleviate their pain. Do you have any experience with something? I don't want him to be like, are you undermining me? Is there nothing more you can do? God damn it! I'm really messing this up. Nobody likes me, oh god. I'm trying. I wish there was, but there's no cure for this kinds of injuries. I'm afraid this is the extent at this point. All we can do is wait. Nutley lets out a nervous cough. Captain Hunt, do you think he may still be out there? There's a chance, however slim. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not gonna lie. Right. Perhaps we'll run into him again? No, that's ridiculous. Never mind. Apologies, I'm rambling. I suppose you wanted an update on the crew. A report would be nice. Mostly scrapes and scuffs. As for the dogs, you're better asking, the kennel master. You mean Cordell? Yes, Cordell. I haven't taken well to the dogs. I'm unsure how to carry myself amidst most people, and animals are more quick to judge. And Cordell herself is harsher still. But you can rely on me for any human medical issues. Nutley pauses for a moment. Is everything, good? I mean, is someone coming to rescue us? I'll say for now, everything's under control. I'm not totally lying. Ish. He nods expectantly. Nutley keeps his head low. Is there anything I can do for the crew? Use medical comforts to instantly all crew. Oh, can I just cure Joom? Oh, I won't be able to do that. Okay, so we don't have any medical comforts. Okay. Ask the scientist. Oh, we can ask the scientist to cook up medical comforts. Well, here. Why don't we... I see no sense in sort of saving this. All right, the med bay. All right, we're not doing anything there. All right, cool. Well, lost the loyalty of Templeton, lost the loyalty of the doctor. What stinks is that Templeton in particular has 3 scientists who follow what Templeton does. So I've effectively lost 5 of the 10 people who voted for me already. Yikes. Okay, let's go down here. Let's see. We may need to assign someone to the boiler. All right, there we go. They get to work. Thank you so much, good sir. All right, hopefully that keeps us afloat for a little while longer. Officer, Captain Shaw. I suppose I should get used to calling you that. I was asking the crew if anyone had seen Hunt or any of the deserters last night. Not a single soul. I know the man knows this ship well, but that seems odd. Do you think the crew could be lying? I wouldn't accuse anyone of that, but it is very unlikely that he wasn't seen by anyone. I suppose the boiler troubles caused a great deal of distraction. Yes, they did indeed. The crew have their meal. Ha! Shall we give a toast to our new captain? And no one's gonna toast me. Hear, hear. Oh, okay, thank you more. 1. The crew return to their posts. The hammocks are unfurled in preparation for the evening, and despite the time, it's still bright light outside. Evening, Shaw. I'm proud of what I've been able to cook up for the crew lately, considering the rations. Though I do wish I had something better to work with. I'd kill for a good beef steak. You know what? With what you have to work with, you do excellent work, Junior. I've been told. Yes, loyalty. Hunt would say he couldn't eat a bite that wasn't prepared by me anymore. I like these two. Him and his brother, even though his brother's a bit more gruff and not as friendly to me, I like them both, and I would like to foster a relationship with both of them. Grimly. You need me for something? You served with Captain Hunt for quite some time. Do I ask about him, about Captain Hunt, or about the crew? I'd like to know more about him, actually. Not much to know. I'm the carpenter. I'm Junior's brother. I play music. You know it already. All right? Few words. I appreciate them. You're a tall one, aren't you? Ah, thank you for noticing. Been this big since I was 15. You ever consider doing films? You have the stature for it. Oh, I can't act. Acting isn't part of it. You stand there, cut a nice silhouette, and you'd be a star. That sounds awfully easy, doesn't it? It can be. When we get back, I hope you become a famous star. Looks like we'll be trapped here for a while. I don't like the ship's chances either. It'll be some time before we see home. Shit. I'm gonna die of boredom out here before the cold takes me. You'll manage, I'm sure. Okay. So tired. You'll get used to it, lad. Duh, it's far too much work. Thought you wanted the work. If I can do it with one arm, you can do it. You're always saying that, Duh. Dad said. Okay. I haven't been able... Oh, here we go. Good evening, Captain. I was growing used to sleeping on a moving ship before we got trapped in the ice, you know. Now I think I won't have a good night's sleep until we return to land. I think that's something we all can look forward to. Oh, okay. So Kasha and Kurt both appreciate optimism. A good motivation, then. I know a hot bath and a warm bed are the first order of business when we return to land. I may stay bundled up for several days. Truly savor it. Okay. I haven't really done any help in terms of getting the pictures, but I think we're past that at this point. Bloody cold, isn't it, Captain? Don't know how you spent your time far away from the furnace. Would be even colder without your hard work, Hammond. I know. You know what? I'm going to butter everyone up as much as possible. At this point, I am on thin ice. And I will take any relationship building that I can. And if it means I have to compliment a few people along the way, so be it. Awfully loud, aren't they? I don't mind it all that much. They've worked hard all day. They're owed their leisure. So these are the scientists talking about the sailors. Those sailors ought to remember we all need our sleep. Okay, party poopers. Oh, hey, that's such a tiny room. Evening, Shaw. Cold one, isn't it? I used to think I was growing used to the cold, but as the years have gone on, the elements have only grown harsher on the body. I'm sure you can handle it, Kurt. And you'd be right. I can still complain every now and then. Again, buttering people up. Okay, so this is my room. What's this? Templeton. Can we make nice Templeton? I'm so sorry. Good evening, Captain. It will be some time before we see rescue. Perhaps you should be endearing yourself to your crew? For now I'd like to learn more of you. No! Are you kidding me? Templeton frickin' hates me. You needn't do that. I would prefer to continue with our work. Fostering personal relationships is not a concern. God, Templeton, every step of the way, I just keep burying myself a deeper and deeper hole with you. Okay. Captain Shaw, I presume you're here to seeing the dogs? Yeah, how are they faring? I feel like Cordell would appreciate me caring about the dogs in particular. They have already acclimatized, though recently they've been exhausted and in need of rest. It's no surprise, our conditions keep changing and they grow used to one state before being thrust into another. One refuses to eat and has been losing weight rapidly. I assume the change in scenery has affected it. They need their rest just as any person. They tend to be more reliable, however. So you prefer dogs to people? Is that unusual? I suppose it is, in a way, though I cannot be blamed for that judgment, surely. Captain Shaw, you recall my conditions with Hunt, do you not? Like it was yesterday, because it kinda was. My demand was I work here, with the dogs. Your people may help with the sleds, but they are not my responsibility. They are not my people. I'm holding up my promise with Hunt. I do not intend to join your crew. Okay, so this is probably why Cordell abstained, because she considers herself as not even a part of the process. The dog beside her barks. How long? You know what? Again, I'm just gonna try to get to know you and win you over gradually. How long have you been raising dogs? A long time, Shaw. I've raised this pack since they were not but pups, and a generation before them. She goes quiet for a moment, petting Stanberry, collecting her thoughts. I wasn't exactly in the financial position to pass on hunts, but I had no intention of leaving all of them out here without me. I'll leave you to be then. Thank you. Bark! Stanberry, that's so cute. Oof. So that was week 4. Crew members will be cured of their malnourishment. Heck yeah. Crew members will be cured of freezing. Cool, we have 1 and 2. We are almost hitting starvation. Oh god. Okay, well. So I have, oh wait, okay, so this is how it works, is I need 50 to be able to stay above starvation, but I don't have 50, I have 32. So I have to go down to starvation rations. And fuel, we're okay. I'm not gonna worry about that. Decorum is gonna go down. Oh god, this is bad. This is not good. Yorick III returns from hunting with 1 adult penguin, thank goodness. The dogs are rested and available to be sent out. Another week on the ice, the ship holds barely. Cavity has become malnourished. Oh my god. This is disastrous. 1 penguin? How much is 1 penguin? Is that gonna, how much will that sustain us? And we'll move into week 5 in the next episode. This is going so poorly. I'm very nervous. We have no food. We have 1 penguin's worth of food. Our fuel is pretty depleted. We have no word from the folks who just packed up and left. And I have been losing loyalty left and right. Well, okay, no. Templeton. Templeton is the one that I really kind of messed it up with. Everyone else, I feel like I'm slowly building trust, and that's all I can continue to do. So we're gonna hopefully continue that in the next episode. Let me know what you think. If you would have made any decisions differently, I'm sure you would have, because mine seem to be going not very good. I would recommend don't make the decisions that I made. They seem to be not doing too hot. But if you like this game, this is The Pale Beyond. You can pick it up now on Steam, play it for yourself, see how your captainhood will go. And if you enjoy this channel, please follow me here on TikTok and on Twitch, where I create content that features indie games, and consider joining my monthly game club called Geeks and Grounds. I co-host it with a friend of mine named Joel, and we play a game every month and deep dive into it. And I've got a playlist for the Geeks and Grounds specific episodes here as well. So hope you enjoyed that. Thank you for visiting the cafe, and I will see you next time. Bye!